Good morning, guys. Good morning. Hi, who's in here? Hi, buddy. Good morning. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. For today's video, I'm going to be taking you all through my entire daily routine with all 8 of my guinea pigs. So my day usually starts off between 10 and 11 a.m. One of my guinea pigs, Stardust, is on medication, and that is typically the time that I give it. So Stardust does have Satin syndrome, which is a genetic bone disease where her bones are very weak, they're very brittle, and therefore she is on medication twice a day. And so between 10 and 11 is typically the time that I do her medication. Now, for one of her more experimental medications that my vet is trying out to help her bone density improve, she does have to fast for 30 minutes before and after the medication. So at about 10 to 10:30, I usually take her out of her cage, and then I put her in what I have called her fasting box. This is basically a plastic tub where she spends an hour a day in here. And the reason that I have used this method is because since she has to fast, she cannot have access to hay or pellets for an entire hour. So that is just the time that she spends in this box right here. So I usually put her in the box, and then I will set a timer for 30 minutes and come back and do medication. So in the morning, Stardust takes 2 medications. She takes gabapentin for pain, and she also takes ibandronate, which is her experimental medication for her Satin syndrome to help improve the density of her bones. And after she has taken both of these medications, she goes back into the fasting tub, and then I wait another 30 minutes before putting her back in the cage. And after Stardust is all back in the cage, I usually move on to morning hay. Now, usually I tend to be a little bit more busy in the mornings with class and work and just places to be. So I like to keep my morning routine very, very simple, which is why the only thing I do in the morning is hay. I don't do anything else, just hay and Miss Stardust medication. So they just got a really good cage clean yesterday, like a full deep cage clean. So everyone is looking very, very clean, which is why I actually decided to film this video today, because I was honestly so pleased with the way that I did my cages yesterday. I couldn't not film a video. So usually I just sort of put everyone's loose hay back in the box and then top it off a little bit. You want some hay? There we go. Just make sure it is just a nice large pile for them to eat and burrow in. And here's Miss Sagey. Good morning, Sage. Sagey. Good morning. Good morning. And now let's hop down here. But this down here is my bottom trio of females. And as you can see, they ate. Well, hello. Hi, guys. They ate a lot of their hay last night. I'm just gonna top off their litter box a little. What's that, Marshmallow? Yes, I'm getting to you. Hey, buddy. Are you excited? I've never heard him weep this much. This is Rocket. He's my newest addition. I literally just brought him home about a week and a half ago, and I have not heard him weep that much. So I'm so happy to have caught that on camera. Hi, buddy. So the boys don't have litter boxes. They just have whatever the situation is going on back there. It's honestly kind of a mess, but they are messes. So it works for now. So they'll each just get a small handful there in the back. There you go, buddy. And that is honestly it for the morning. Sometimes I check water bottles, but like I said, I normally do everything else in the evening. So in the evening is when I typically do water bottle refills, which means that in the morning, they're usually pretty much full and there's no issues with those. So that is honestly everything that I do in the morning. Alright guys, so it is now 10 p.m. and it is time to start all of the evening stuff for all of the piggies. Normally I start my evening routine around 10 p.m., sometimes a little bit earlier if I have time. Excuse all the noises in the background. I think the pigs are doing a bit of dominant stuff over there. And also excuse the fact that I am wet. It's literally like torrential downpour outside right now. So if you can hear the rain, that is why. I just came inside from the car and it was raining. So, well, hello? Hello, Rocket. It was raining so hard outside, but I usually like to do Stardust meds around this time. Excuse me, I'm talking. Her meds around like 10 to 11 p.m. just like in the morning. In the evenings, she gets another dose of her pain medication and then also a calcium supplement. And she takes them easily in my hands, but for some reason, she would not take them if she is in the cage. I don't know why. Here you go. Oh, what? I don't know if you guys saw that. Maybe I pushed too much in, some dribbled out. But now that I have done her meds, I'm going to go ahead and get to all of the spot cleanings. So I am going to be spot cleaning all 3 cages tonight. I usually spot clean every single cage, every single night. Sometimes up here, I don't do this top cage every night because they're super clean. As you guys can see, it's really only this one area, but I will be doing all 3 tonight for you guys. If you guys want to see a more in-depth spot cleaning video, I have made one already. I will link it in the iCard up above. But for today, I'm going to go ahead and get to spot cleaning. Alright, so now that all of the cages are all spot cleaned, it is time to move on to hay and pellets. So these are my pellets right here. This is the Oxbow Garden Select Adult Guinea Pig food, and I give each guinea pig 1/8 of a cup, which is 2 tablespoons each day. So Waffles right here loves his pellets. They are his absolute favorite. Here you go, buddy. Here you go. Yeah? You want some Rocket? Rocket, look. Rocket. Look, buddy. And then I have the larger scoop in here because this scoop is big enough for 2 pigs. So I will give the pigs up here 1 large scoop and then 2 of the smaller scoops. You guys want some pellets? You want some pellets? And the girls tend to not eat all of their servings if I give them the full 3 servings. So they just get a serving for what 2 pigs would eat, even though there's 3 of them, just because if I give them the full serving, they won't finish it in a day anyway. And now I'm gonna take my trash can of orchard grass hay and give everybody's hay a little bit of top off. All right, so now that all of that is done, it is time to move on to the veggies. So every night my guinea pigs share one large pepper. Sometimes I do green, sometimes I do red, orange, yellow. It just depends. Tonight we have green. And now I'm going to go ahead and feed this pepper first. The reason I feed pepper first is to make sure that every pig gets a piece of pepper and therefore their vitamin C. Hi guys! Hey, there you go. Moving on to the rest of the veggies. Tonight the guinea pigs are only going to be getting green leaf and red leaf lettuce. I do add in herbs and other kinds of lettuces and greens about 3 to 4 times a week, but I did just add in a bunch of stuff when they had their salad last night. So because I added in stuff like parsley and endive and mustard greens and arugula last night, I don't want to do that again tonight and overload their systems with possibly too much calcium. So tonight they are just going to be getting lettuce. And each guinea pig gets about a cup of vegetables every day. Usually I just sort of eyeball it. So this is going to be the leafy greens for about 8 guinea pigs. And remember, they did already have their peppers, so that is also accounted into their cup of veggies. I'm over here. Where are you guys going? Yes, yes. All right, and the last thing left for me to do before bed is to refill all of the water bottles. So we've got this one. I think pretty much all 3 of the ones down here are pretty low, and then Waffles is low as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and just refill everyone's water bottle. Alright, and the very last thing I have to do is give Stardust some Benebac. So Benebac is a probiotic that can help their gut when they are on antibiotics. She gets about a pea-sized amount every night, and as you can see, she absolutely loves it. I'm not going to go into detail about her statin syndrome since this is a daily routine, but if anyone does have questions, you can feel free to leave them down below and I'll try to answer as best that I can. But that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to see more of my content. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you again next week. Bye-bye.